Let's talk about influence now. Let's talk about the fact that a couple of weeks ago we had one of our very good friends when it comes to music in Nigeria come out and tell you guys, warning, you guys should expect something coming from my staple very soon, and it ain't gonna be music.
Yesterday, I was leaving a radio station. I'm in my car. My road manager sends me a message. He's like, "Yo, check your phone," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I check it, and there's a video, and I'm just like, "Whoa!" I'm like, "Where did you get this from?" And he's like, "I just got it like 20 minutes ago." And
this is somebody on your team?
Yeah. This video was sent to him, and it's a tape of me and the person I'm dating right now.
Tiwa Savage a couple of weeks ago talked about the fact that she was going to be, or perhaps she was being blackmailed, and only just yesterday we actually saw evidence of the fact to what she was saying, that someone put out something very disparaging about her, and it was the sex tape that she announced might be released by someone whom she didn't know. I remember Mike telling that it can't be traced and everything. Well, I'd like to see that happen right now, Mike.
So it actually can be, it just depends on whether her team...
That's not what I wanted to talk about. What I wanted to talk about is this. The fact that she came out to tell about it. What level of, what's the right word here? Understanding.
That's the
Thank
word.
you, Titi.
Yeah.
Are we willing to give to this situation?
Empathy. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, your own.
Yeah.
What level of empathy are we willing to give?
Yeah, empathy, understanding. I think she did, as Mike said that day, take power away from it, because it would have been a bigger, hot scoop. It would have been a bigger scoop if she hadn't already pre-warned people. But the truth is, it is still a very private moment that was exposed to the entire world. So it is something that she will have to get over time. Then you have to also remember that she has a child who will likely go to school. And, you know, you never know how many people in that environment have seen or heard about such a thing. So there are many factors, family members as well. You have to think about her immediate circle and how they should rally around her and try and protect her from, you know, what might be coming, especially mentally and emotionally speaking.
2021 has been an interesting year, I must say. I mean, this month alone, it has been filled with a lot. Mazino, why are you looking that way?
Like a lot of gossip.
Yeah, there's been, I mean, so much has been happening, has happened this month alone. We have the Jane Manor and Tonto DK controversy. And then there's Tiwa Savage sex tape. What's next? What's next?
No, nothing next, please. I think we've had our enough.
It's really, really, really sad. I mean, this this ongoing at the moment, it's quite sad. And I'm still going to say it. I said it the last time, I'm going to say it again. Yeah, women, do not. I don't care if the guy, except if you do not mind. But
even if you mind.
But even if you mind, then what are we teaching our youngins? What are we telling them? Are we saying that it's okay for you to have a sex tape and be popular or be famous? And is that enough to ride on? Do not put yourself in that kind of situation, please. For whatever reason, don't. Even don't, please.
I would like to. I want to use this as an experiment. I want to see how this is going to affect her career, especially the fact that she's got an album out. I want to see what it's going to do to the numbers. Data is what I'm concerned about now.
I actually, I want to, as we should, I think we should touch on the issue of private moments and intimate moments between adults. She's single, right, presently, so it's not like she's married. She was having an intimate moment with someone who I feel betrayed that trust.
Exactly.
How much of it should be put out there in the first place?
It shouldn't be put out there.
How much of your private time?
Protect your space. Protect it with your life. Like, you can never know, even with your spouse. Even with your spouse, you need to be very, very, you need to be cautious. I know that you cannot be cautious enough because you're supposed to trust people. But then, you can only trust yourself.
So I'm going to touch on something
you can't trust what the next person's motive
nobody
is.
has touched on here. I want to talk about the anatomy of the very short video, that we were exposed to. The fact that moment seemed like one that was, it seemed like a very spontaneous moment, is what I think it was. I don't know if everybody has seen it. And you have to ask yourself what happens in those spontaneous moments, whether you're in certain kinds of the frame of mind that you might be in, and how this impacts everything else. This might not, and this is just me saying, it might not be a relationship where it's kind of like two people having a long-haul type relationship. This might have been just a one-time thing because of the situation of the video, if you ask me. So it's not a situation where you have to start asking. I'm saying now, these moments you have with your significant other, what I'm saying, it might not have been a significant other. It might have just been a random.
In the interview she took, she said that it was someone she was currently with. In the interview,
she said it was her boyfriend.
Yes. Yeah, it was.
So that was the guy in the video.
Well, that's the assumption.
That's what she assumption.
In the pictures.
Because during her radio interview, she said it was an intimate moment she was having with her boyfriend. So but it's not her boyfriend. Is not aware.
If you had such a situation, would you claim that this person is not my boyfriend? Would you actually come out and say that? Oh no, it was just a one-off thing. You wouldn't. My point is that.
Regardless, we live in a society, in a patriarchal society.
So,
no one is calling out the guy. Everyone is going after Tiwa Savage because she's a woman.
That is the point.
Yeah.
That's the point. How about the other party here?
Exactly.
Is it only just because she is a celebrity that we're looking at her?
Her trust was.
This other guy in the picture, nobody's saying anything
about. No one is saying anything about him. No one is going to call him out for doing that video. Everyone is going to go after Tiwa Savage, not because she's a celebrity, but she's also a woman.
So, in order to, okay, so go ahead.
Much I know about all of this. You can't dictate to somebody what to put and what not to put out. Especially if it's an adult. What to do, a public display or intimate or private moments and all of that. That was. I hope we have law enforcement on this and they can fish out who leaked that, even after she had won. Yeah. That is what I'm. So going about it and all of that, I'm icked about it, but then I just want to say, let's get law enforcement, let's get who put that out. That is a crime.
Yes.
That is a crime, and hopefully the person is punished for that.